Quick, Transformers Rise of the Beast spoiler warning, because there's leaks and stuff.
So, can we agree that Bayverse Prime is probably Scouge? It's just probably what happens. I don't know if it's multiverse stuff or if it's time travel, but here's my theory, okay? So, according to interviews, Optimus is going to have a character arc where he becomes the Optimus we know from 2007. Not literally, but ideology-wise, I think. Let's think about this from a storytelling perspective. We have an Optimus character who's going to go through a story arc of becoming himself. We have this character from the future who's coming to warn him about a danger. Optimus Primal. Just saying, it's weird that we have two Optimuses. It'd be weird just only have two. And then we have this evil guy who looks like Optimus, has a similar alt mode to him, and judging from the way that Primal is acting, is way more dangerous than anything Optimus has faced. What would be more dangerous than a deranged version of himself? It's not the first time either. In Kingdom, Nemesis Prime was Optimus from the future. And guess who was also from that future? The Maximals and Predacons. I'm just saying. It has precedent. And before people come at me like, oh, he's Scouge, he's not Optimus, it would be really freaking stupid to just have Nemesis Prime twice and not think he's the same person. Why would you name Scouge Nemesis Prime after you just did Nemesis Prime in the last major movie? That seems like a very obvious, oh hey, he's Optimus thing. You gotta throw people off the scent a bit, reference Rid 2001, that makes people happy always, and you still get a good plot twist, without having it spoiled almost immediately. Not only would it give resolution to that entire story in the Michael Bay movies, but it would also, finish off Optimus in a way. It would be a good commentary on the way the Michael Bay movies treated Optimus throughout those films. Optimus got more and more corrupted to the point where it was, actively stated in the movies Optimus was being corrupted. In the fifth movie, he literally became corrupted. It seems like a trend is forming, whereas Optimus is getting less and less moral throughout the movies. In the fourth one, he actively says he's gonna kill somebody. I feel like it was unintentional, but they set this up perfectly. Now you may be asking, where do the Maximals and Predacons come into this? The Predacons, I have no fucking clue, honestly. They just seem very out of place. I think they're going to be very minor villains, all things considered. Especially when we only have Scorponok kind of confirmed, maybe. So I don't think they're going to be that important. Maybe a post-credit scene or something. The Maximals are here, specifically Optimus Primal is here, to make sure Optimus doesn't become another Scouge. They're trying to make sure this doesn't happen to him. They don't want him to go down that path of so much violence and evil. It only makes sense that there would be 3 Optimus in a movie with 2 Optimus. If you're gonna do 2, you might as well do 3, It'd be weird just to do 2. Don't make sense. And then you gotta be asking, what about the other Terracons? All of them have Decepticon logos on them. Did you notice that? Scouge doesn't have a Decepticon logo, except for the ones he ripped off other people. And then again, he has 17 other faction symbols on there, so that doesn't really matter in the long run. I think they're all being mind-controlled by Freezer. That weird $11 frenzy-looking fucker? Yeah, he's described as a parasite in screenings. What do parasites do? They take over the host body. Who's to say there isn't multiple Freezers? Who's to say that they aren't being mind-controlled? Obviously, you'd want a Decepticon on your side. They're brutal and violent. They're designed to kill. They're way better use of, your mind-control technologies than other Autobots. Especially when you're trying to kill those Autobots, probably, considering what he's gonna do to Bumpy in this scene. Overall, it just adds up to... It makes sense logically when you really think about it. It only makes sense when you think about it, because, like, what else would it be? The toys being retooled? Yeah, that makes sense. They're both trucks. Obviously, you would do that. Everything else? Yeah, this all adds up when you think about it from a logic perspective and a storytelling perspective. And from judging from everything we've seen. It doesn't make sense for it to be any other way. Unless this is what they want us to think. What if, hear me out, what if Scouge is Ultra Magnus? Hear me out, hear me out, okay? He's a bigger Optimus. He's evil, just like in the Dark of the Moon early productions. He's Ultra Magnus. He's Ultra